Jojo, may I please be the person that reads the first review that you have posted here?
With that same spirit, welcome to Listen to Player 2, your first choice and second opinions. My name is Jojo, and I will be your player 1. You fuckers are kidding me.
Jeff,
Is it me?
It's been 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Our brains are really messed up in a very similar way, where if there's a pause after it's been, you just it's like, oh, fuck.
My name is Jeff, and I'm your player 1.
My name is Kim, and I'll be your player 1.
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys. That's us.
Is it us? Okay.
That's us driving them old men crazy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who's coming?
The boys?
The boys.
All of them.
They're back in town.
I don't know how recently y'all have looked at the lyrics of The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy, but there is a part where it says down at Dino's Bar and Grill, or Dino's.
Yeah, Dino's. It's Dino's Bar and Grill.
Is that like a real place? Is that like where?
Let me read to you the lyrics. Down at Dino's Bar and Grill, the drink will flow and blood will spill.
Well, it's just a bar.
Is this like Greasers versus Socias? Is that, I'm getting the vibe of Greasers versus Socias.
But it's just all Greasers.
Okay, it's all, but okay, also, is it Socias? I always said socks, and that's not correct.
I said socks. You're thinking of the book The Outsiders.
Yeah, it's what I based most of my personality on up until today.
I could tell.
If you've ever looked at me and been like, what? Well, I'm getting a vibe from him. What is it? You're probably like, oh, Pony Boy.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not soda pop. There is a part in that book where they say, like, for breakfast, they have cake.
Mm-hmm. That's not that weird to me. Weird also.
The weird part was they all kind of said how they liked it. I think it was Soda Pop who did this. By the way, we are just narrowcasting to ourselves. They were like, Soda Pop eats his cake with grape jelly, and I had to sit the book down and like lay on the ground for like 10 minutes because I was like, no, that's not cool. That goes against everything I believe in.
Pip eats pancakes with grape jelly.
Yeah, but Kim, you got to understand that like pancakes aren't like cakes. And that's what they were talking about.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, cake. I'm thinking cake, and you put. I wouldn't say grape jelly. You call it something else. You know.
Yeah.
What do you call that? The stuff that goes in between the layers of the cake. They don't call it jelly or something. They call it something else.
Buttercream?
Some sort of a ganache.
A ganache. You know, you call it a grape ganache. You don't call it a grape jelly.
Ew, grape ganache sounds gross too.
A GG.
Why am I aroused?
Do you think back in the day, like, do you think grape jelly was basically like the iPhone of food at the time?
When I think about grapes, I don't think of like Concord grapes. Nobody eats Concord grapes. Like, grape jelly doesn't taste like grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone else think Concord, Conquered?
Concord grapes?
Like, as in these grapes have been defeated by my mighty power?
No. Concord grapes.
I mean, then everything I eat would be Concord X. Concord, insert title of food here. Concord McNuggets.
Well, I mean, your life is a lot more whimsical if every time you eat a McNugget, you go, I told you I'd get you in the end. And then you eat it. Then you just do that for every single one. What did I say after you killed her?
I did want to say, I didn't want to get too far away from, real quick, I got to throw it in for The Outsiders, because I reread the book. And then we all watched the movie. You had to watch the movie.
You had to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the movie.
Okay. Well, Kim, you should watch the movie and tell me, because the book is like, oh, these guys are fighting. This is kind of violent, intense. There's death. When you watch the movie, you're just like, all these pretty boys. Like, the movie has nothing in it that I was just like a sense of danger. I was just like, these boys are just being boys. They're just playing. And then someone dies.
Oh. The word beer blast comes up a lot in the book, and I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But also, I'm just thinking, was The Outsiders the first instance of like team versus team, like deathmatch, like PvP deathmatch? Is that the first instance of it? Is it proto Fortnite? Is what I'm trying to say.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Why haven't they made an Outsiders like battle royale game?
I don't know, man. Maybe that's your calling.
Maybe. No one listened to this episode. Don't steal that.
But hey, you know what our calling is?
What's that?
It is...
Is that it?
That's our call. Caw.
We have been called by Gamer God to do the following, because we are a video game review show. See, it's been a while, but I still know the pivots. We're a video game review show. Now, there's a lot of video games out there. It's hard to know which ones to play. So we do the big work of looking at reviews from other gamers on a game that we may or may not want to play. So that's the whole concept. I don't know why it's so hard to explain it, but
Well, I feel like if people are listening to this episode,
yeah,
they know that they figured it out.
Hey,
it's like when you watch somebody else play a game.
Yeah, you're seen.
Like a board
You've been
game, and you're
seen.
like, all right, yeah, I don't need the instructions. I got this.
Is there a streaming service where I could just watch somebody read a book? Like they're just completely silent, and I just watch a person in silence for like 12 hours.
That's my marriage.
There's gotta be that. I'm sure there's an OnlyFans for that. But what there is not an OnlyFans for, well, maybe there is actually as I'm saying it. Regardless, the game that we're looking at today is Baldur's Gate 3.
It came out today officially.
It did, as the crow flies, come out today. Baldur's Gate 3. It is a tactical, like classic character-based RPG in the Baldur's Gate series produced by Larian Studios. It was also developed by them. Anyone who doesn't know, Baldur's Gate is a role-playing game set in the Dungeons and Dragons.
I've heard
multiverse.
of that.
Yeah, you've heard of that, right? You guys know about this? You heard of this? D&D?
I've heard of the dungeons part, not the dragons part, though. I could use some illumination.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? That's interesting because I've heard of the dragons, but I'm not familiar with the dungeons.
Oh, God.
Do you think at some point Dungeons and Dragons, they didn't know each other, but then like their teacher like paired them up for like a project, and then in the future they were like, "Oh, it's kind of ironic, right?"
Yeah,
That's their origin story. Like they had to dissect the frog, and they're just
Together.
Like, yeah, and the dragons is really into it, and the dungeons is sort of like, oh, this is kind of icky.
And they didn't know who should go, so they rolled a die that they had for some reason.
Yeah, and that started.
The Outsiders.
Yeah, The Outsiders. The first Dungeons and Dragons tabletop RPG ever, The Outsiders. Why isn't there a TTRPG of The Outsiders? Don't listen to this episode.
that's the name of this episode.
Baldur's Gate 3, as it was said, it was released today, and like I said, the blender, there's a lot of ways to think about this game, but Dungeons and Dragons, imagine if you could play that by yourself. That's it.
Okay,
That's what it is.
Perfect world, perfect game.
Oh, wait, for people who like to play Dungeons and Dragons, but don't have
like
a lot of
others.
friends.
Yeah.
No, it's like for people who
the Venn diagram is a circle.
the people who want to play Dungeons and Dragons but are tired of trying to sync up schedules with 4 other people.
If you want to play Dungeons and Dragons but don't want to like become a master of project management, this is the best way to do it. It is currently available for the Windows Entertainment System. I don't know why I said it that way. Computer, it's on Steam. It's also going to be released on the PlayStation 5, apparently.
When?
On September 6th.
That's not too far.
It's also going to come to other systems later, apparently.
Because I wanted to get it, and I was like, I don't know if this PC is going to be able to run it.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
I want to get it. Am I going to get it?
You're gonna get it.
Joe, am I going to get it?
You're gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna.
The summary, like this is their description of itself. An ancient evil has returned to Baldur's Gate, intent on devouring it from the inside out. The fate of Faerun lies in your hands. Alone you may resist, but together you can overcome. Gather your party and return to the Forgotten Realms in a tale of fellowship and betrayal, sacrifice and survival, and the lore of absolute power. Mysterious abilities are awakening inside you, drawn from a mind flayer parasite. Yes, Kim. Corruption and become the ultimate evil. That doesn't...
Who the fuck wrote that? Did an energy vampire write this?
If you're a mom, Kim, you're a mom. If you picked up Baldur's Gate 3 and read that, you don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It's like an AI wrote it. It's like
blacked
it took
out for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, my eyes glazed over and I was just like, words I know, but together they fucking plain bread down my gullet.
All nonsense. 2 things about this game that are sort of unique. Well, not unique. I mean, I guess this is kind of par for the course. 1, it was released on early access over like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I thought it's been around kind of.
For its entire development, pretty much. It's been in early access. You've only been able to play the first act. Now you can finally play the whole thing. Secondly, and this is the part that leads into the big 3. This game has no microtransactions and no battle pass.
Ooh.
That's good.
It's not necessarily good. That's an ethical thing. It's weird.
I'm just supposed to play it? Wait, I'm just supposed to play it.
Hey, listen to this. gamers, I bought this on early access, standard edition, and they gave me the digital deluxe for free.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're probably doing something illegal.
I think that they are Larian Studios. I think they are based in the Netherlands, which does mean they are socialists.
Okay.
I don't know how much of that was true.
So they could do this because no one took sick days because they're all healthy because they have a good work-life balance.
It's Belgium.
Oh. How do we feel about Belgium, Kim? Are we pro?
I don't know.
I think I'm just going to look up.
Is it good?
I think it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Isn't that where the Danish people are?
It's where the chocolate... That's where chocolate is, right?
That's where the waffles are.
Right. Well, that's also where the movie In Bruges took place.
Ah.
So for those of you...
their king is Felipe. I like that.
Okay. Is he a lion?
None of this is germane. The big three for the reviews of Baldur's Gate 3 are as follows. Like I said, I can't believe they're not making us pay more. That's like a big part of the reviews. I can't believe they're not making us pay more.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I bet they're like using your... They're somehow stealing your identity.
They can't be this good. The second one is I can throw kids at people in this game. That's a huge part of the reviews, as it turns out.
You know, and that's right up there with Can I Pet the Dog?
Can I pet the dog? Can you throw the kids?
Children?
Can I chuck the kids? The third big three is, I mean, how like my life existed in two parts. The parts before I played Baldur's Gate 3 and the happily ever after, to which I am now a part.
So everybody's pretty pleased with it, just in different ways.
Yeah.
It's pretty big on streaming.
It's been
right now.
It looks pretty as well. I mean, like
that's nice, because a lot of Dungeons and Dragons I'm really not that into.
No, that's the players of Dungeons and Dragons. So,
yeah.
Right. Sorry, forgot.
Yes. Now listen, I know that there are definitely attractive people who play Dungeons and Dragons on stream.
I've just never met any.
Not talking about you. I'm talking about like those of us in the trenches. You know, who are playing D&D and probably need a skin regimen, but they don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, and the people where D&D is taking the place of something more important in their life. But this is what I've got right now.
Yeah. So how about them reviews? Let's find out if this is worth it.
Well, Kim said she wanted to do the first one.
Yes, Kim.
But like literally the first one on the list.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The first one on the list.
So this is the first review of Baldur's Gate 3. Here we go. Kim, go for it. Oh, by the way, it is enjoying a Metacritic score of about like 89. Sorry.
That's pretty good.
It's very
Okay, first, now I need to preface this with I don't read out loud very well. But here we go. The main reason
Kim, who's it from?
Oh,
you're
I'm so
already
sorry.
fucking this up. I don't know. This is why I do this and you don't do anything.
Hey, Jeff, the boys are back.
Yeah.
Okay. In town. So this is from Steam user Golderic.
It's a Baldur's Gate-y name.
It is.
Yeah.
Golderic.
Goldaric or Galderic.
Mm-hmm.
Can't scream that out in passion.
No one ever will. The main reason for my bad review is Larian Studios' unethical business practice. The studio has previously announced that they would make an option for single-player games to have a 100% custom party, as there is a workaround for the higher-end systems with loads of RAM and GPU power. One can simply create 4 instances and join your own game on a LAN network. Larian realizes that this didn't help people with lower end systems committed to making it an option. They announced that they would make entirely custom parties from one instance an option.
I'm excited after we're done, Kim. We're going to work on your cursive after this. It's going to be real good.
These aren't sentences. I keep trying to, like when you read out loud, you kind of try to anticipate what's going to happen.
You're trying to rush ahead. And that's a fool's game. You got to just take the words as they come.
I got to take the words as they come because they're not supposed to go together.
Yeah.
As of July, they changed that as in within their rights because it was in pre-release and everything was subject to change. This not only shows a lack of integrity towards their commitments, but also discrimination against people with low-end systems.
Finally, someone's saying it.
Finally.
As well as false advertising. Please consider the moral and ethical ramifications before buying any and all products from such a morally objectionable company. End scene.
Before we get started, there's something I really need to say because it's going to feel hard not to. We have to treat this as honest. I know your instincts are like, are they serious? Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, I
this
think
person,
they are serious.
I can read the seriousness in this person's review.
They're really mad.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna walk my brain through because there's a part of this that kind of drops off for me. Are they saying that you can have a custom party on a really good computer?
I think they said that they took that out entirely.
Real, because I'm reading it and they're going, okay, lower end computers can't do this. So we'll add an option so that you can have one instance and a bunch of people.
For folks who have lower end systems, they would make it so that you can have 100% custom party. So you can create 4 different instances and join your own games of 4 instances. And that was supposed to help people with lower end systems.
This is so nerdy and stupid. But if your computer's a big boy,
Yeah.
right, it can basically spin 4 plates at once.
Yes.
So it can still do that.
And they said that wasn't going to help people with shittier systems. So they would instead make entirely custom parties from one. You could have 1 plate instead of 4
one
plates.
plate that's 4 plates tall.
Yeah. So, but then they were like, no.
That
And they
actually
changed
was a
that.
stupid thing we were trying to do.
Yeah.
And we've decided not to.
So this person's mad about a thing that's not even in the game anymore.
And they even said they might do this, and then they did it.
In a time frame that it was reasonable for them to do so. I think that Goldrick just needs his mom to buy him a better PC.
Okay.
This is what he points to on his screen when his mom comes by to see what he's doing. He's just like, look.
Can you believe this, Mom?
First of all, I just like the use of the word discrimination.
Because they're not telling people, the people with low-end systems, if they're over 18 and there's nothing else in the way, they can still vote. Like, I don't really understand.
They're equating when they use that. It's like their version of saying like, look, I tried this game. They put a thing in it where it looks at you through your webcam, and if you are black, it will not let you play it.
That's not what they did.
That's what discrimination would be if it existed in a game.
Or if you had to like type in your income.
Yeah.
Like it's just, some people have low end systems and they're not poor. They just don't value a high end system.
I'm going to throw this out there. And I mean, this might get me in some hot water, but having a shitty computer is not a protected class.
No.
I'm sorry.
You cannot sue somebody because you could not play Baldur's Gate 3 on high-end settings.
How?
The ADA does not recognize fucking a potato computer as like a thing to fight for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look,
that's not the right word.
The social systems that FDR brought about, important. Were they computer gamer based? Not so much.
They did care a lot about potatoes, ironically. 'Cause
Yeah.
people needed them to eat.
Yeah, they really love those potatoes.
It's funny because like I know you were like, we have to take this as fact. And no, like at no point in this did I ever assume this person was doing a goof. This is strangely the most intense and kind of like most worrisome review I think we've read.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody who is smart enough to like know how to put their thoughts into words, but the words make it seem like this person might snap if you make fun of their GPU power.
Okay, this is the arc of someone who read this, including us. 1, you can have a custom party. You can have a custom party where you just open the game 4 times. They were going to make it for weak computers. They got rid of it. That all makes sense. I don't really know that this is a moral or ethical problem, but I went on quite a mental journey.
I'm just imagining this person, if there was a January 6th for gamers, this person was there.
Oh my God. Now here's what's good. Here's what's good about this review. This is such a bonkers problem. You know, like like if you worked at like a retail store and like someone from the home office comes in and they're like, oh, we did an inspection and like you got some points knocked off because the towel dispenser in the bathroom that no one can go into is empty.
Yeah.
If that's the worst thing they found, this is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he's like, don't spend your money. And nobody is. They're basically getting it for free.
Yeah, wildly. Yeah. That was good work we did, and good work, Kim.
Yeah, good work, Kim.
Thanks. I read out loud and It was hard.
Yeah. Next, I can't wait for your book report on Encyclopedia Brown, Kim. Looking forward.
He's gonna find out who took the go-kart.
Who stole the bear that had the Constitution inside of it. I forget what Encyclopedia Brown.
Is that what Encyclopedia Brown does? Is he like baby national treasure?
He solved mysteries in his neighborhood, and he had a taller blonde lady friend.
Whoa.
I don't think there was any romantic subplot, but like she was like the muscle for him. She reminds me of a Kim. She was sort of like, if you think about the girl best friend from Goosebumps books.
Oh yeah, the badass.
Well, this is kind of nice.
Since Kim really put herself out there by reading out loud, I think it's only right that you read the next review.
The thing that I also am afraid of and terrible at. Don't worry. I love you, Kim. You're good at reading. Don't worry.
Did you not have it open?
What? I have it open.
Is this you not having it open?
I'm looking at it. I got the reviews up. You ready?
Yes.
I was born ready.
All right. Okay. This is from we got to pivot to something upbeat after that one.
Yeah.
This is from Steam user Living Failure.
Okay.
Which really should have been the username for the previous review.
Oh my God, let him go.
I threw a child at a goblin captain, sending him into Greece, which I then set on fire. 10 out of 10 game. Why would you want to dislike something that does this?
I can't do this in real life.
First of all, in the military, I don't think that to the rank of captain.
Maybe it's not a military thing. Maybe it's like a merchant vessel.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like, like a volleyball team.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe like a local rec team.
Maybe that was why they threw it.
Yeah, maybe that's, what, we're misunderstanding this. This is all an accident.
Yeah.
This is all, they're playing a game of grease ball and the child is the ball.
Ew.
I want to see. Here's the thing. Not many games, because I was like Baldur's Gate. I'm aware of. I'm aware of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and I feel like I played 2 on the PS2 because it was just like an isometric dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that like the new ones kind of like that, like the X-Men Legends games and those fun ones. They're fun, but like the stuff I've read about Baldur's Gate 3, like this. I guess it's just like this game where anything fucking goes, and I really do want to play it. And this review is an example of why I probably will get it when it comes out on PS5.
I have the question of there's a bunch of questions I have. First one, probably the most important one, is what's a child doing so close to a goblin? I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
But
also where's this child's mother?
Well, are we assuming,
Kim.
what if we assume the child's human? This could be a goblin child.
All children are beautiful miracles, Jeff. I don't discriminate like that.
True. What did the child also die in the fire?
Yeah, what's the did the child scream as you chuck them?
Or was it super into it? Fuck yeah, let's get this goblin.
Actually put a fist out as he's going towards him.
Yeah, I love this. I was born for this. Literally this.
I'm also thinking about where the environment, because we're all thinking some sort of outdoors woodland area. Where is there just grease? Out in the world naturally,
like a puddle.
I'm picturing just a professional kitchen.
So it's kind of like the goblin is I need a child for table 2, and then you're just herd chef, and you fucking
throw it. Yeah. And oh no, that was the candle. They were having a candlelit dinner.
Season 3 of The Bear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If The Bear pivoted to a hard fantasy environment, it would be the best TV show that's ever been made. There's been a show, what was it? Archer's done that.
What?
Where it pivoted genres.
It keeps pivoting genres.
Is that still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Should it be?
No. Yeah, I'm sorry. H. John Benjamin has made enough money from it. He's fine.
Yeah.
Unless he wants us to be on it, in which case I'd love a few more seasons of Archie. You know what I'm saying? I know where our bread's buttered.
Our bread isn't buttered, Joe.
But if it was, Kim?
If our bread was buttered, yeah, we'd know where it was coming from.
I would fucking hope so.
Who would eat buttered bread if they didn't know where it came from?
I mean, that's a pretty safe thing to be I know both of these things are hard to fuck up.
Chef, that's
where they get you.
That was so this review says they threw a child at a goblin captain, set it in grease, set it on fire. That's wild. And what you said was wilder still. It's not that scary if you find bread that you didn't butter that was buttered.
and then you eat it.
And then you eat it, Jeff.
To me,
First of all, and then Danielle walks in the room. She goes, "Hey, where's my bread and butter?"
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the quick Punnett square of how that works out. Okay. The 1/4 of the time you just eat some bread with butter.
Yeah.
2/4 of the time you eat something that either was bread that you thought had butter on it, or was butter that you thought had bread under it. And then the 4th option is you did not eat bread with butter.
I have to stop eating in the middle of the night when the lights are off, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that was a flip flop.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, not to like be real about it, but as a snack, butter on bread's pretty good.
It's so fucking good.
Hey Jeff, when you said
Especially
that,
like if the.
oh, go ahead, Kim.
I was just thinking if the butter, when the butter is like a little bit like.
Kind of melty.
Gotta be kind of melty.
Just. Like not super melty.
Yeah.
You're talking RT.
Spread it like a cream.
Yeah, you're not like where it's soaking the bread, as in like the bread has become just moistened by the butter. The butter is its own separate entity. It lives on the bread. It exists with the bread. It's symbiotic.
You can tell where the density changes. You know.
Yes.
There's like a halocline of butter.
Well, like when you bite into it, your teeth sink through like a millimeter of butter.
Yeah.
Before it gets to bread, so there's still that layer that you have to trespass again.
Now, before we go any further, I do want to say that, Jeff, you did say as a snack, as if you were like trying to make a point like you were something that people eat between meals.
Yeah. Look, if there's something where I'm just like, payday's not for a few days and I don't want whatever it is, dry cereal, but bread on butter is a very satisfying, just butter's good. Butter's good. Put butter on most things.
You did say bread on butter.
Yeah. Am I
wrong? As in the bread is, well.
Depends on how much butter.
It depends honestly on like how profane you're being.
Right.
Well, and like if you can get like a buttercream frosting sometimes, it's more buttercream frosting than cake.
Yeah,
so.
But I almost think like if you're saying I had bread and butter, you would never say I'm having butter and bread.
I guess not.
But at the bottom end of the equator.
Okay, in Soviet Russia,
bread butters you.
Bread butter you. Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
Your child.
How about another review?
Okay. Steam user Prinz, Prinz. Much like early access, this is not what they said, but this is what this is giving me vibes of. This is like an early access review. This is just quote. This is just a temporary thumbs down.
Oh,
but it is a necessary one.
You're on timeout. You're going to the naughty step.
BG3, Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, I gotta ask, Joe. You probably know. What is the Baldur's Gate? Why is it called that?
There's this guy.
Okay.
it's his gate.
His name's Baldur, and he's got a gate.
What's the gate to?
That's the name of a city.
But why don't they call it Baldur City?
Because it's okay, Jeff. It's a whole fucking thing. The Chamber of Commerce is like, we brand all our shit with this.
Gerrymandering is involved.
Yeah, and so like, I mean, like we had the votes. This is what I'm upset about. Okay, we had the votes to change the name to Baldur City. We wanted to rename it. We had the votes, but fucking wouldn't you know it, they took it away.
Objectionable.
This fucking company.
BG3 currently has a bug that prevents any kind of auto or manual saving.
It has 8 legs.
Yeah.
And also it spits acid.
You try to push the button, it's just like, no.
It has a bug that is really hard to beat.
Yeah.
You need like a really good party setup.
Well, that's the first boss is before you can save, you have to beat.
The first boss is to save.
You have to save. You have to beat this bug in the game. And the bug is hovering above the save portal or whatever they do it in the game. The crystal, I don't know what they do. Most games should just let you open a menu and save.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this does that. Video games, stop making me get to a physical object in the game space to save. Just let me save wherever I'm at. A good chunk of people have this problem, and everyone should be warned that right now, it's starting to sound like a conspiracy theory. A good
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people. It's not just me.
My mom's friend said it, so it's got to be true.
Everyone should be warned that right now it is possible to lose all your progress because you didn't realize that this bug was active.
And fighting against you.
Yes, I'm sure it knows your social security number. It knows where you're at. It will take your...
It sees you when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake.
It will apply for credit cards and then buy more copies. So that's how they get their money is this bug buys more copies of the game, and that's how they don't have to put microtransactions. I'm sure a hotfix tomorrow will fix this problem. Wait, what? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Is this person writing a negative review-ish for a thing that'll be fixed the next day?
It's temporary thumbs down.
I'm sure why'd you sleep on it, my dude? I'm sure a hot fix tomorrow will fix this problem. But until then, 24 hours from now, I'd recommend for people to either watch out for this bug or delay their purchase entirely for a couple of days. Y'all really don't need to do as I did and lose several hours of progress because of this.
This poor
baby.
Poor Prince.
This tells me nothing about the game.
Hey, here's what. Well, no, Jeff.
That's true. The only review that we've had that told us anything is you can chuck children.
Yeah.
Now here's what I will say. This game is apparently very good, but not so good that you'll want to do the first part again.
I guess not. I mean, that's like, are we talking character? Is your character saved? Because I know the character creator is pretty good.
No, you don't save shit. That's what he's saying. You lose everything. No. It's all gone.
Oh, well, I could take seven hours just to make a character.
Yeah.
And we are monsters.
I mean, here's the thing. I appreciate this. This is less of a review and more of just like a status update. Like, throw this on your Facebook, what am I doing type of status update.
Hey, Jeff, no one knows what that is.
You know that this guy like talks like this all the time?
You know this guy has Facebook? He's not on TikTok with the Gen Z.
No, he's not on TikTok. No, he uses Steam reviews as, if we go look at his Steam reviews, it's going to be things like, late to work again today. Have to give this game a bad review. There's traffic on the 105.
Hey, everyone on Truth Social. It's me, Prince. Don't install VG3. Do people know what I'm talking about when I say Truth Social?
I know. I mean, yeah. Well, you and the other friends you have, not me and Kim, because we're,
fucking cool gamers. I know.
We're cool gamers. Yeah. All right. Well, that's that one, which I would say is a non-review. I was excited for it because I saw temporary thumbs down, and really it was just like a patch note it was a patch note as a review.
Yeah, it was a community created patch note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Prinz. Do we want another one?
Absolutely.
I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah. Let's get something that's something that's about the game.
Let's blow out the pipes.
Okay. So I'm going to go from, this one's a bit longer, from Steam user Flower Fiend.
Oh.
Which is the arch nemesis of Flower Friend, which is just one letter off. Do you think they wanted to be Flower Friend and they just misspelled it and now they're stuck with that forever?
I hope so. I really hope so. And they have to like overly explain why they chose Flower.
Yeah. And it was just Fiend. Like, really, Fiend? You're such a nice person. I would have thought Flower Friend would have been your username. For a game that marketed itself as the ultimate character creator. Joe, did it market itself as that?
If it did, that was one of those things that I've been around games long enough that it just rolls off of me like water off a duck's back.
It doesn't get you hard.
I don't even notice it anymore.
It had remarkably little customization.
I hate you guys.
Why, Kim? What's wrong?
I don't have enough time. Go on with the review.
It had remarkably, so despite Ultimate Character Creator, it had remarkably little customization. Sure, you can have...
What happened? I actually don't know what happened between then and now.
Doesn't matter.
When you go back to edit, Joe, I'm sure you'll hear whatever it is made her upset.
Hey, this is Joe from the future. I still don't know.
Sure, you can have any hairstyle you want. They've got tons of those. It seems kind of sarcastic.
Yeah.
You also can't edit your character's face at all. You have a few options of pre-made faces, but can't change your nose, eyes, mouth shape, eyebrow color shape.
You know, the parts of a face.
Yeah.
Are they going to describe every part of the face?
Pores, other pores, acne scars. In a D&D game, you really should be able to have at least a little customization, yikes.
Okay. Now, hang on.
I want to know what they think a D&D game is.
In a real D&D game, you have infinite customization in your mind.
Yeah. I guess my computer's not as powerful as the human brain, and that's a negative against Baldur's Gate 3. Also, you cannot alter your character's body shape in any way.
No, honestly, hang on. No, I hate that.
Yeah, I wish that was a thing. Well,
I need a thick queen.
Yeah, just a dump truck ass.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a thing we want, but is that a thing that most games let you do?
It was in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, that is nice. That's why I want Street Fighter 6. I don't have it yet. Also, because I'm afraid of fighting. Do they have a level where you just talk to Ryu?
You walk around and there's like an RPG.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking kicks ass.
Someone tries to challenge me to a fight, I unplug my console and the internet.
and the internet.
There's a part in Street Fighter 6 that I haven't played it, but I heard about it, where there's this guy who's dressed up like Ken, and his name is Kenny, and he's dressed as just like Ken.
Ooh.
And you go up to him and you can talk to him, and he says, "Yeah, I have all the same fighting moves as Ken except for the leg parts."
That's good.
I know.
Also, you cannot alter your character's body shape in any way. Honestly, really bizarre, especially given how much they said about making things customizable. Returned within an hour because I was so deeply disappointed in the lies spewed by their marketing team about character customization. So the negative things we've read so far are not even about the game. This person didn't even get to the game.
No. They couldn't make their person thick and have weird facial features.
But I mean, yeah, this person was also very angry at the Larian's lies.
Yeah.
This company is
Lying.
bad. This is a bad lying company.
The worst. Clearly.
Yes. So they didn't even play the game. So again, the negative is not even
not a review of the game.
not a review of the game. So yeah, I am curious that when I do play it, what the actual customization is. Joe, you said you were in the early access. Joe, didn't you do the character customization?
So you got to remember, it's early access. I hadn't touched this game for over 2 years.
Okay.
I have no idea what the thing that I played, Jeff, is kind of like, oh yeah, the last time I saw you, you were yay high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I changed your diapers, Baldur's Gate 3.
Aw.
Oh, that's
Cute.
That's
I know,
cute. Can you
it's
do
kinda
that in the game? If you can't, then they're liars. I should
Yeah,
be able to
then they
change.
are.
Change their diaper and
Liars.
you fucking throw them as hard as you can at Goblin Captain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So far, I still want to play this game.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Next, do I do next?
Of course.
Okay.
Unless, Kim, you want to get a hand on the ball and read one.
Ooh. No, I'll pass.
Okay. This is from Steam user OSO.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, "This isn't 1998. I don't know what that.
Now I need to take a second.
That was the year after the internet came to Vermont. I think they're saying like old technology.
This is not okay. Maybe they are. Maybe this is like, in case you didn't. Maybe they're trying to help us because
Maybe
like,
they had this problem recently. Maybe, okay.
based on women's genes. I actually have no idea.
Oso just woke up from a 30-year coma.
He's been winkled.
They just found out that it is no longer the year 1998, which is the year they went into the coma. So in case anyone else was in a similar situation, they want to preface with, hey, other coma survivors.
It's not 1998. All right.
This is in 1998.
Carry on, my friend.
Thank you. This is in 1998. I spent 3 hours trying to get out of a BS situation right after the story started. I don't want to be spoon-fed, but at the same time, I'm not going to play a game that makes me feel like it's work. This is BG3. It almost sounds like a haiku.
Yeah, game too hard.
Yeah, I guess game too hard, but I don't want it to be too easy. But game too hard.
Yeah. But also, it's not 1998, Oso. You could just go online and figure out how to get out of it, you loser.
Yeah, in 1998, GameFAQs was around.
I'm trying to be positive.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
In 1998.
GameFAQs was around in 1998.
Hang on. In 1998, Viagra was first approved for erectile dysfunction.
What? Why do you have that in your back pocket?
Because I have the major events of 1998.
Oh, okay.
A lot of good stuff and a lot of terrible stuff.
Oh, that was when the
1998.
Lewinsky scandal kicked off.
Oh, I think about her dress all the time.
Man, Monica Lewinsky really took over in 1998.
And she's great.
That was also when Google started.
Oh.
Google started in 1998?
That's right.
Oh.
John Glenn went to space? Gosh, I thought that was so long ago.
No, Kim. He went back to space.
Oh, he went back to space. Okay, but still.
He already been to space and he's like, my fucking keys. Also, that was the first year that the DMCA was created. They passed the Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they banned smoking in California, in bars and restaurants. They didn't ban it in Vermont until 2009.
That's great.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm looking. I know this might surprise everybody, but if you look at like a history of 1998, something important happened every day. Sometimes more than one thing a day.
A lot of fun, wild shit happened. Okay. The .com bubble was in full swing. Nickelodeon's Rugrats movie comes out.
Titanic grossed $1 billion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura was elected the governor of Minnesota. Holy guacamole.
We're all just sort of like skimming the same list of historic newspapers.co.uk.
So much stuff, so much history that we lived through, guys.
Yeah. Oh, Animal Kingdom opens in Disney World. Thank God.
Oh.
All those animals had no. Oh, hey, in Sacramento, California, Unabomber Ted Kaczynski is given 4 life sentences by a federal judge.
Oh, he died like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, not 2 weeks ago. He died recently. It was
He died. Well, I guess it was before I went to Vermont. Yeah, he was done with it, and so he ended it.
Yeah. Sacktown, what's up? What? Sacktown? What?
Okay, guys.
A lot of cool stuff happened in 1998. Almost none of it germane to this review, but I just felt like kind of going over
well,
there.
you know, it's not cool of this person to talk smack on 1998. It was a pretty good year.
Yeah, apparently everything in 1998 was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Although I will say there was a lot of setbacks for...
How were games in 98? Like, this is in 1998. What was the hardest game that came out in 1998? That's what he's saying, right? He's saying that game hard, but
it's too hard.
1998 game hard too?
Yeah, 1998 game hard. StarCraft.
The year of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Half-Life, Thief, Dark Project, Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, that's the one.
Metal Gear Solid, and the first time we had Holy shit!
Oh.
Resident Evil 2 came out then and now. The snake is eating its tail.
Yeah, and also the first Baldur's Gate came out. I guess that's what they were probably referencing. Is the first Baldur's Gate came out.
That makes more sense in a way.
Full circle.
Hey, Kim,
1998.
Spyro came out that year.
I know. I just saw that. That's awesome.
This year kicks ass.
Yeah, let's go back there.
Does that mean that Cher's Believe album came out in 1998?
Let me find out.
You think we should all know that just intrinsically, you know? Man, 1988 was a good year for video games. Vigilante 8.
It was 1998.
Holy crap.
Because I remember, and I've told the story over and over again, but I thought that the soundtrack to Spyro was Cher's Believe album because my friend would have to turn Spyro down and his mom just had Cher's Believe playing on repeat, and I didn't know that they weren't connected, like because the video game was on top of like the stereo.
So good.
It's interesting because like there's a lot of games from like years ago that because I played certain music on top of it. Like I wasn't dumb like Kim and thinking that it was part of the soundtrack.
I really thought that Cher, yeah.
But I did. It is in my heart as like these two things are linked. Like I listened to a lot of Fisher Spooner while playing Final Fantasy 11 and World of Warcraft. A lot of Fisher Spooner. So in my head, when I'm slaying dragons, I'm hearing Emerge from their first album.
I get that.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Man.
So I guess really this starting off with this isn't 1998 is really making me wish that it was 1998.
I know.
I'm wondering like what's the problem? I get that like
it's too hard, Joe.
I don't think
this game is too hard.
Well, when he says a BS situation, it's almost like he's going
what is
like,
it?
Man, fucking you know, like you get in a car accident and it's a hit and run. It's like, man. No one's hurt, but I gotta wait for it. Fuck.
I think it's like he had to click on the spoon and he couldn't figure out and he kept going back. And like if he just clicked on the spoon, it would have triggered the next event happening. But he didn't know to click on the spoon.
There is a 1 hour sequence, and I don't think they got rid of it. There is like a 1 hour basically like tutorial dungeon you start in.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's
3
not the problem,
hours.
It sounds like, right.
And I mean, like, I would say if I was the person in that situation, well, this is fucking bullshit. But that's because like I'm an adventurer and I'm in a bad way right now.
I feel like what it probably is this is the kind of person who thinks they're smarter than the game, and instead of taking the obvious route of success, they think that they're trying to be too clever, and they don't understand that whatever mechanic they're trying to employ is not the one to do in the first 3 hours. They're probably overthinking it.
Yeah.
I think they're probably overthinking it.
But hey, you know what? And I hate to do this to you, Jeff, but that is a praise that we heap on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
We overthink it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just make a bridge.
Just make a fucking bridge. All you need is one bridge.
Yeah.
Just carry it around and that's it.
So this person didn't like it because too hard.
And maybe it just was stressful.
Yeah. Well, and again, yeah, we don't know what this person obviously played the first one. So
yeah.
Or I would love to find out.
Now we don't
12.
know that. They could just be saying like, that's a year that I could say.
I think that they're saying it specifically because that's the year the first one came out.
They could also Google that like we did.
Did we talk recently how like the year 1987 has become a year that like people will say when they want to use a year that sounds made up?
No, we have not talked
No,
about
I've
that.
never heard that before.
There's like a thing now where like in movies when they want to say like, oh, when did this happen? Back in 1987. And it's like,
Yeah.
I was born that year. So that's the year that people think now
you
is
have
like
brought this up.
a made up. Yeah, right? Like I don't remember when or what context, but I'm going to die soon, apparently, because that's a made up year.
You were never born is what we're trying to say.
Well, that would explain why your parents don't pay attention to you.
Yeah, I've never actually, I don't even think Joe has parents. I've never seen them.
I sprouted fully formed.
One time, he pointed to a guy on a lawnmower and he said, "That's my dad."
Sure.
But as Kim will point out, we were at a McDonald's drive-thru and he was very quickly arrested.
Much like your real father. Wait, did that happen to your real dad?
No.
I don't know that.
No, I'm not making it up. That's the one time that I've seen JoJo's dad.
Cool.
Anyway.
How about another review?
We have been on this for an hour, but
Okay.
yes, I want another review.
All right,
Give me more.
All right,
Now we can do our wrap up.
Let's see here. Steam user Lady Corrine, Korine. Corrine.
Mm-hmm.
Corrine?
Corin.
Yeah, Corrine.
Corin.
Yeah.
That sounds real.
Quote, this game sucks. Period.
Hey,
It's
say
too-
it. Say it how she said it.
This game sucks.
There we go.
It's too good.
Oh no.
It makes all of their games sort of pointless. Now I only have one game to play, and the AAA developers don't want to make more games this good. The bar is too high. Gaming is over. 10 out of 10 best game ever, but at what cost?
Wow.
Yeah, they like this game.
There was
they-
I had heard grown adults who were like scared when Legend of Zelda was going to come out because they're like, what if it's not good? And then also, what if it's too good?
Yeah. How am I going to continue? What am I going to look forward to? My child's graduation? Fuck that. I don't give a
Fuck
shit.
that. No. Yeah. What video game am I going to play?
Yeah, me getting married to the love of my life in 3 months' time. I don't give a shit about that.
I think it's like as you learn more and discover more about this big, beautiful marvel we're on, you do get more sad at how shitty everything is when it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, like and we should be celebrating when things are good.
Yeah.
Not just thinking about the fact that maybe this is the best thing that you're ever going to have.
Maybe these reviewers should also celebrate the things that are good and acknowledge the things that aren't good, but that the things that aren't good don't make the good things not there anymore.
Maybe it's kind of like, I know you're hungry and I could let you eat this, but then you're going to know what it feels like to become hungry again. That's mean. I can't do that to you.
If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man a fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. But why would you do that? Because then when he can't eat fish anymore, he's going to be
Who
sad.
fucking wants fish?
Yeah.
Every day of his life. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Right?
I think I had some bad fish today at dinner.
Did someone give it to you, Kim, or did you fish for it yourself?
It was frozen and then thawed and then eaten.
Okay, so that's why.
Teach a Kim to fish.
Yeah.
Something.
Why?
She will get diarrhea.
If you give a Kim a fish, she will also get
diarrhea.
Listen, there's no way out of this one. There's diarrhea is happening. The question is
Stop
when.
giving Kim fish.
Yeah, it's just diarrhea all the way down.
I'm just gonna make a t-shirt for you, Kim, that just says, "Don't give me fish."
But then, and here's what completes the bit, Kim, you have to ask for just fish all the time.
And the waiter's like sweating, looking at your shirt, and then back to you, and then back to the shirt.
It's kind of like you're saying, I always lie. It's like, I can't think about this.
To get through this gate, you must answer a riddle. These two Kims, one will tell the truth and one will always lie. They both say they want fish.
Die and one Kim will always eat fish.
Just kidding. They'll both die if either meets fish. Bowel.
I don't die. I just get diarrhea, apparently.
That's like the opposite of a bowel obstruction.
It's a bowel luge. I just like shot the fish out of my body.
Like the salmon cannon.
Like the pipe that
launch
it goes
a cannon
in.
Launch a fucking salmon into space.
Yep. Basically. Now you guys know what I was doing before we started recording.
You didn't so much eat the salmon as you just helped it go on its merry way.
Yeah, I gave it a little bit of a ride from the dining room to the back.
Well, it depends on the time of the year, though, Kim. Because if it's springtime, the salmon have to go upstream, so they go up your butthole into your stomach.
I'm glad it's summer.
Yeah.
So am I. That's a very scary part of.
Can't hang out at the river or lake anymore. Can't bend over.
Beans. Got a salmon again. Blech.
All right. Now what?
I don't remember where I was.
All right. Well, that person, like Lady Corrine, liked the game a lot.
I loved it.
But now is experiencing an existential crisis because it was too good.
Aren't we all? I think we've done it. Thank you for listening to Listen to Player 2. Hope that you enjoyed it, and we hope that you will get something valuable out of it and know whether or not you want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I know I do. I have it installed on my Steam Deck.
Baldur's Gate.
Play Baldur's Gate. Ooh.
Kim, say it. Say it how you say things, Kim.
That's rude. Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
That's good.
But I guess you would think that the Boston would be Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Baldur's, because you're not going
to Baldur's
I went
Gate.
down to Baldur's
Gate.
Gate for some whitefish.
Yeah, when they're gonna call it Baldur's City already? Jeez.
Go to Dunkies at the Baldur's Gate and get your mother a chocolate cruller.
Throw the baby at the goblin over there in the Baldur's Gate restaurant.
Fuck if I missed the exit and I ended up at Baldur's Gate. The house is just so fucking nice.
Don't be throwing those kids at those goblins. That goblin could be somebody's mother.
Do we have any real recommendations for folks?
I don't.
You don't?
I'm
you've
still
been gone.
in the trenches.
You've been gone for a while.
Jeff, what do you got?
I've been... you're guys going to hate me. So I've been playing some Diablo 4.
We hate you.
Here and there. Well, that's the reason why. I also have been playing a little bit of Overwatch again.
Ooh, back to your...
I'm keeping it at an arm's distance.
Crawling back, said Overwatch.
The thing is, I don't... To me, the games I play, if I play multiple games simultaneously, they all have to do something different for me, right? So Diablo 4...
This is you trying to say like your relationship is strictly physical.
Yeah, this is my polyamory with all the video games conversation.
It's so fucking weird that people feel the need to do this. Please go on.
Yeah, but go on.
So like Diablo 4 is like my mindless game. Like I just number go up.
It's just meaningless game.
Yeah, it is. Like that's the thing. Like
it's a purely biological function.
But I don't have a game that's just I can jump in and just spend like fucking 15 minutes on and then get out. And that's what Overwatch is. And I've been trying to find that in other games, and I'm too good at it is the problem.
Cut to 3 weeks from now when Jeff is playing Overwatch and he finishes a round and he gets a message on his inbox that just says, "What are we? What are we doing?"
What are we doing here?
I had to stop playing RuneScape again because I got super into it and I was doing a lot of
ignoring
grinding.
your marriage.
I was ignoring my life and I had to cut it off at the knees. But I had beaten every quest, and they released a new quest. It was very hard, and then I beat it. So now I've once again beaten RuneScape as far as I'm concerned. Old school RuneScape, not RuneScape 3. I've also dipped back into Persona 3 Portable on Game Pass. That game kicks ass still. It's a very good game. It's also the only Persona game where you can play not a boy.
Nice.
Yeah. They added that as like the...
That was the hook.
Yeah.
And it worked. Got me.
Well, they're doing a remake of it, but they don't have that feature coming.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Those unethical, amoral...
Liars.
Liars.
I'm not getting it. But yeah, Persona 3 Portable and... I also will say this, because I beat it very quickly. We didn't talk about it. There's a game on PlayStation called Viewfinder.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It is a mind-blowing puzzle game, and I recommend everyone try it out. It's got a demo.
Cool. Here's the thing that's unfortunate is that gamers are such terrible human beings, is that everyone was so stoked for that game, and then somebody just uploaded a clip of like kind of a cringy line of dialogue, and it's fucking stock plummeted with terrible human beings.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Guys, thanks for joining us.
My name is Jojo.
My name is Jeff.
And my name is Kim, and Monica Lewinsky is my real name.
Throwback.